No, I didn't say that. I did not say that. I said, call me in the morning. I wasn't sure. And that's what that's what I said, Bo. I don't know why you always are coming off like that.
Well,
I'm working, dude. I'm working, man.
I'm at the park.
Huh? You're at the
I'm
what?
at the park.
I'm in Noonan, dude. It's not, it's 10 minutes after 9, right?
Yeah, I just now got to a phone.
Well, I mean, that's the price you pay for not having a phone. I mean,
Well, did you check the mail?
Yeah, I checked. I told you that it wasn't there. It wasn't there yesterday. Yesterday's Sunday, Bo. You gotta get your days right.
All right.
The mail don't. I don't know if you know this or not, but the mail don't run on Sunday.
Right.
So if I told you yesterday that it wasn't in the mail,
okay,
then that tells you that it's not in the mail. That it's not in the mail yesterday.
Okay.
And I'm not concerned about the damn food card, dude. I'm running a business here, man.
All right. Well, hey, look, I'll have to call you back because this is somebody else's phone.
Right. Figures. All right, man. The only thing he's thinking about is what? That food card.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he's thinking about. And I ain't studying. He keep fucking around with me, man. I'll send it, return to sender. I mean, this ain't hardly worth it, man. He thinks that I'm sitting there waiting on him, waiting around at the house on him to call me and waiting on his food card.
Dude, it's 9.
I know. I mean, what's the point in even calling me? It wasn't to call me to come to work. It was to call me to check on the food
He's
card.
probably thinking he's got that card, he ain't got to go to work today.
Right, but he got court tomorrow. He's just trying to get that card before he go to court.
He got court again?
He didn't go last week. They put it off a week.
He's gone, man. There's no way. I mean,
I don't see how the hell he's doing it, man.
maybe COVID's keeping him out. Maybe they don't want to lock him up because of COVID.
I bet if he don't go to court tomorrow, they're going to lock him up. Well, they'll put a warrant out for him.
How do you put a warrant out on somebody who ain't got no driver's license?
I don't know. But he has enough run-ins with the law to where if he had a warrant out on him, he'd be arrested.
Slimy.
And think about it, the other day he bought a phone card and he lost it.
Again?
He bought a phone card and he lost the phone card before he ever even activated the phone. Because I had to get a key for this truck, dude.
You get a key for the truck?
Yeah, the key broke.
Damn.
$250, man.
God,
Dude,
dog.
Man, that was ugly, dude. The Ford dealer over in Noonan,
They set you up pretty quick.
Yeah, hour and a half.
$250.
Yeah. So I did that. So Bo got the money for the truck and blew it.
Oh, he did get money for the truck?
There you go. I mean, he got that. That's why he didn't come to work last Monday. No call, no show. Supposed to be having money on Sunday.
Golly, man.
$250.
Let's spend it all.
Oh, yeah, and then he buy a $10 phone card.
Better buy some Bud Ice, though.
And then you heard what he was talking about just now. Well, I'm on somebody else's phone, man. I said, yeah. That's what happened when you don't have a phone, dude.
See, I don't know why people let him use their phone.
Because it's a different person every time, and he comes at them in a way that makes them feel sorry for him. Just like you felt sorry for him when you first met him.
I gotta say though, man, he fucked bums up my world, because after what, ain't nobody using my phone. I ain't giving nobody $1. No, none of that shit.
Nothing. I don't give him nothing, dude. Because give him nothing.
Yeah, I bet he does come out with a puppy dog eyes. Oh man.
Bro, looking all homely and hungry and
I'm so cold.
Yeah. He lives life lick to lick. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
He's hitting a lick with the truck. Spit that. Then he's hitting another lick with the food card. That's what he's waiting on, that lick. And then then he hit a lick with Ray on payday. But see, there ain't been no payday for him because we ain't been working. Because there ain't no work. See? And I ain't been doing firewood. So yeah. It's like, and when he does hit a lick, he don't do nothing with it. So if you're me, a guy like me, I look at that and I'm like, man, what's the point? What's the point in hitting a lick? You know, what's the point in getting $300? You won't even spend $10 on a phone card.
Chasing that rock, man.
And he is worse now than ever.
That's pretty bad.
I've never seen him this bad. And so now what's happening is he kind of had to hang around Sonoa because he got a court date. You know, he got to be in court. And if he goes to the shelter, and the only shelter around here is Griffin. And I think there's one in Noonan, but the one that he always goes to is Griffin. See?
That's why he just bellies up in the winter, right?
Yeah, so then I said, so man, the shelter sounded pretty good, ain't it? He says, well, no, not really. He said, why would I want to go to a place where they're smoking crack and drinking booze and everything? I said, dude, that'll be right up your alley. I mean, you ain't got to pay nothing and you get to party. I mean, fuck, you know? Well, I don't want to go to a place where they smoke crack and drinking all day.
Oh, hell.
I'm like, why not? That's what you do anyway.
What if he just feels like he's supposed to say stuff like
Sometimes I just want to punch you.
That's every day, right?
Okay,
I mean,
the work is so lightweight.
Oh, I know.
I'm like,
I'm
man,
feeling
I don't even want to damn.
I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I know you're keeping me going, but I'm.
Yeah, I'm trying not to move too hard this way or that way. Afraid it's gonna cost me something.
Dude.
So.
I think two of us gonna be alright.
Oh, easy, man. It's easy, dude.
Yeah, that's like the thing about Bo, man. I mean, he's getting to the point where, I mean, it ain't.
Well, the work is slowing up to the point of where now you have to think a little bit on these jobs. It ain't just the mundane edge, weed eat, blow. See, as long as we just edge, weed eat, blow, then Bo's okay. You know. Then you know. But when you have to do something where he has to work with others, like sod or even leaf cleanups and stuff like that, where he's got to work in conjunction with a machine and kind of be able to project what the machine's going to do next and all that.
Well, I mean,
he was like if he were sitting there when we got over here, if I didn't tell him what he'd do, he'd jump out with a weed eater, just like we would in June or July.
So the blower.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, I'm seriously considering just sending that food car back to sender, man.
I mean,
you know, I don't want him to get it, dude. He's such a piece of shit.
He is that.
I don't even want him to get it, man. If he can get it, he needs to figure it out another way. The only way he's gonna learn not to send it to my house is not to get it. Because every time that he sends it to my house and I give it to him, then in his pea brain, it's saying, well, I can do that again. I can do that again. I can do that again. The only time he's not going to do that is when he don't get it. So when he don't get the food card. I sent it to Ray's house and I never got it, so I'm going to have to figure out something else. What I want to do is just return the sender. That's what I want to do.
Starve him out a little bit.
Well, I mean, he ain't buying no food with it, no way.
That's true. He's not.
I want you to go in the back gate here and blow all those leaves out the gate there.
All the way.
To blow them going inside the fence and blow them out here.
Okay.
Bring them out here when I can get them with a mower or something, you know.
Oh, I got you.
And then I'm gonna start blowing the ditch and everything.
Okay.
And then we'll figure out exactly best way to attack it. Of course, she'll come out here. I don't want to get too deep in nothing until she comes out here because she might flip the script and change something. It's just how she rolls.
Oh, I know.
You know. So grab the 700. And go in that back gate and blow all that out. So we got done with the first one. It probably took us about 45 minutes or so. A little bit outside the box, but you know, we're just trying to get these done, man, so we can get on over closer to the house. And the 800 is a big difference in the 700 and the 800 on leaves. For sure. And the thing about it though, you know, dude, when we got the equipment like I got, man, dude, this ain't that hard to work.
The equipment helps.
I mean, you see what the mower did to them piles of leaves?
Yeah.
I mean, there wasn't nothing left. You know?
The crews I've been on, they had bad equipment, man. We'd have been there another hour and a half.
Yeah, and pulling and trying to start stuff and all that, you know. I hate that stuff, man. But these big boy blowers, man, I mean, and for a business, they're relatively not that expensive. I mean, for what you get out of them, you know, what that blower was, that BR800, $600. Well, it don't take long to get $600 back with it, man. And you know, that blower, we'll have that blower out here for 3 seasons, man, you know. hell, we'll get the $600 back on that blower before the leaves are gone. You know, then we'll have like 2.5 years of it running, of just straight profit, man. I mean, you can't, I mean, yeah, $620 sounds like a lot of money, and it is, but when you look at what you can do with it, it's not that, it's really, you know, you pay $1,000 for it and still be okay, you know. I think I like that 800, dude. That 800 is a lot more, it's like the air is more compressed coming out or something, I don't know, the little nozzle or whatever. So we are on what, the third one. We're not doing really great on time and all. We're moving forward. It's 11 o'clock and we're only on the third one. So you know, it's not bad. It's easy work too. I did spend some time over there talking to 2 of the customers. So we just gonna. Well, Drew's doing good, man. You know, the whole different breed of animal than Bo, having Bo out here. Because with Bo, man, you can't really carry on conversation. Oh yeah. All right, y'all. Peace out. We did good today. We got well, we did the list, you know. Yeah. So I've been thinking, you know, when I'm on this mower cutting grass, and I don't know how everybody else does it, but when I'm on the mower cutting grass and stuff, I think I'm always thinking, y'all. Always. I don't know if that's normal or what. You know, thinking about my next move. You know, what's the next move, man? You know, as we go into the off season. You know, a little money stacked up and everything. A couple of things that I've been really wanting to buy, you know, or you know, well, you know, wanting to buy, thinking about buying, wish I had, and all that, you know. But I am really considering, y'all, buying a pull behind lift. It's a lift that you pull behind your truck. It's its own trailer, and yeah, they got them. I think they got them up to 50 or 60 feet. I think the one I want to get is 35 feet. They got some at the auction that I'm going to be attending next week. Well, not next week, but on the 6th of December. I'm signed up for the auction, and I was looking at previous sales for this particular, you know, type of thing, you know, well, actually the exact thing that I want to buy, and you know, they, you know, I don't know, 15 to 20 grand, okay, and I don't know, man. I see. I could probably right now, without even trying to market or anything, I could probably get 5 grand in work right now. You know. So you know, if I can. But it's a major piece of equipment. And if any of you guys are interested in knowing what it is, it's you can just Google, you know, pull behind lift, man lift, pull behind man lift, and you'll see there's no engine. It's all electric. You charge it up, just like it's got a battery. Well, it's got a bank of batteries, and you charge it up, and you know. It'll pick you up 35 feet. You can go this way or that way, you know, you can go up and down, and yeah. But I'm kind of scared, a little bit scared, because I never bought nothing like that before. Sort of like I felt when I bought the Bobcat, you know. I don't know. But, you know, I'm always thinking about, you know, what's next, you know, what can I do to get money? What can I do to you know, better the bottom line. You know what I mean? And hell, if I had a choice right now, I'd trade the Skag for one, you know, but nobody's coming to me with that deal. But I'm really considering doing that, y'all. You guys, anybody that, you know, does tree work and stuff, you know, y'all know I do a little tree work, and you know, and I've done a lot of tree work over the years. Don't get me wrong. I'm very familiar with trees and dropping trees and lemon trees and all that. But you know, if I could get one of these lifts, then that would, I think, and I don't know, but I think that I could get one of these lifts for 15 or 16,000, right? And I think I can make my money back in a year. And then that would put the business in a better position to buy a Mini X, because a Mini X is going to cost more money than what I can justify right now, considering I don't have any Mini X work, you know. But the lift, a used one, will cost, you know, 15 to 18,000, something like that. You know, I don't know. I have to look on, but I'm thinking about bidding on one and seeing what'll happen. You know, if I could get one for, you know, I mean, you just never know with an auction, and you know, you never know what you're going to get either. So there's that. But what's next, y'all? You know, what's next in y'all's business? What's the next piece of equipment, mower, or anything that you're going to buy? You know, because this is the time of year that I normally buy things for the next season, or to better the business for the off season. 2 years ago, I bought the skid steer, and last year I didn't buy any, you know, any major piece of equipment. But I bought this truck. Of course, that didn't cost me a bunch of money. I put like $7 grand down on it, you know. Well, it's still a lot of money. But what I'm thinking is, if I can get a lift and me put less than 10,000 down on it, and it be, say, 15,000, and I put 10 down, and get a payment that's, you know, I don't know, $150 a month, $200 a month, then I could pay that thing off. And, you know, I would get the payment down that low to begin with, just to give me a little bit of added security to know I don't have to come up with a huge payment. But what I always do with every piece of equipment I've ever owned is, if it's financed, I always sign up for the minimum, and then pay it off pretty quick, you know, especially if it's a deferred interest and all that. As long as I don't have to pay no interest, I don't really care. So, but, you know, I don't know what kind of credit line Ritchie Brothers will give me, you know, because I got this truck, you know, and you know, it's, well, you just never know, you know, where you stand, you know. So it's definitely a risky, well, it's not any more risky than buying a truck. It's not any more risky than buying a lawnmower. These are risks that I'm willing to take, you know. And I'm kind of almost obsessed with getting one of these things. And usually when that happens, I usually end up getting something. I usually end up doing it. Just like I was with the Bobcat. I was obsessed about getting a Bobcat, because I just knew that it would change the game, and it has. I can remember before I bought the Bobcat, me cutting lawns, just like the same time of the year as now and everything. I'd be cutting the lawns, and I'd be on the lawnmower thinking about a Bobcat, thinking about, you know, the ins and the outs and all the little things, you know, that I didn't know about a Bobcat. You know, fast forward 2 years, and I'm in the same scenario. though this won't cost as much as a Bobcat. But if I can get one, dude, for less than 16 grand, and I ain't gonna get one much less than that. If I do, I'll be very lucky. But you don't want to get one too cheap, because it means there might be something wrong with it. So yeah, and y'all check them out, man. They're called pull behind lifts, pull behind man lifts. And I tell you, they're really unique. I've rented them a bunch of times and made money renting them. But over the years, I've learned to kind of stay away from the rental stuff. And, I haven't rented one in a couple of years. But that's another service I can sell. And I know I was talking about pressure washing, and that's the thing that we can do too. But the pressure washing stuff's paid for. I mean, I don't owe no money on none of that, and this is relatively, cheap. When you start talking about, a $15,000 investment, I think now I could pay cash for it, but see, that's what I'm scared to do. I'm scared to do that. I just am. But I mean, if paying cash for one would get it a lot cheaper, then I might do that too. I'm never gonna run myself short. But this is these are the times, and the business moves you have to be making, on the yearly if you're going to grow your business. Now, yeah, you can keep the same lawnmowers every year, and you can not buy lawnmowers and not buy everything, and you can stay in the lawn game forever and probably make a pretty good living, But see, I'm trying to do something different. I'm trying to do something unique. I'm trying to do something where I can really get there quicker. And and I'm all about hustling and making my money work for me. A man lift would really be cheaper than a Bobcat, but I bet I can make my money back pretty fast. Because just on my customers' properties alone, like I said, I know $5,000 or $6,000 worth of work I could do right now today if I had one of those lifts. The thing is, when you rent them at $400 a day, you got to be rushed to do all the projects in a day or two. And see, I don't do well like that. I don't do well when the pressure of having to return the piece of equipment is there. And then once you start doing that, I just, the job's got to be really lucrative, and it's got to be a really big job in order to justify renting one, right? But if I bought one, then I could do all these little $200 and $300 jobs, $400 jobs, instead of waiting around on a $2,000 job. And though I would run into $2,000 jobs along the way, I know, because you have to be willing to let go of some of your money on a piece of equipment that is unique, that everybody don't have, i.e. a skid steer, something outside the box. And a man lift would be really outside the box. You can really, it's a unique piece of equipment. Everybody don't have one. And that puts you in a category unlike lawnmowers. Everybody's got a lawnmower, or if not everybody, but more people got a lawnmower than got a man lift. Just saying. So, and more people got a lawnmower than got a skid steer. But you have to always be looking at, where your business is going, man. You can't get caught up in what's going on right now. I mean, you got to be thinking about what's going to be going on next year, and the year after that, and the year after that, and the year after that. And for everybody, that's different. My projections and vision for my business is different than somebody else's. And then, you know, my channel is all about what I'm thinking out here and why I do some of the things that I do. And it may help some people, and it may show some people that's not what they want to do. So it's really helping people in both ways, the people that like it and the people that don't like it, because they realize, oh, I don't want to get into that or whatever, you know. But yeah, just kind of wanted to throw that out there today, y'all. I didn't get a lot of video. Me and Drew did a lot of work. We probably did about 600 and all that. And you know, I didn't want to. I want to continue talking about Bo and all his crap, because that really ain't business related, man. You know, it's the things I go through, but he ain't out here, so you know. And y'all know what a knucklehead he is. How many times can I say he's a knucklehead? So I'm trying to gear the channel more toward some of the business moves that I like to make this time of year. I don't have time to do that in the summertime, and down here where I live at, people don't trim trees in the summertime unless it's, you know, well, I don't want to say they don't. People do, but guys like me don't, because I got mowers and I cut grass. So a man lift is just, it's really outside of the box, really. It's, you know, it's just rolling the dice on, you know, 15 grand, you know. Yeah, a little scared to do it, but you know, you have to get over that fear of doing it, and of course you can't run yourself short. So on something like that, I will always apply for financing on something like that. You know, that's just me, because you know, if somebody had a good deal on $8,000 for a lawnmower, a nice lawnmower I know a lot about, well, I might pull the trigger and spend my cash on that. But on something where financing might be available, something that I don't know a lot about where financing might be available, then that's the route I'm going to take. And I don't know, I know I can make money with one, and I know I've rented one, you know, more than 4 or 5 times. And so I do know that. I just don't know anything about mechanically about them, and what can go wrong with them, and what, you know, what it would require to fix things on it, who's going to work on it, where can I get parts at, and all these type things. So that's the kind of thing I'm thinking about as I'm looking to purchasing something like that. But anyway, I'm gonna go over here and eat me a Sammy, y'all. Y'all have a good afternoon, man. Peace out.